Hello, everybody! Welcome to stream. I apologize for how late this stream is starting, but I had a very important conversation that needed to happen and needed to not be postponed. Yeah. It was very positive, too, by the way. It was not a negative that the conversation lasted that long. It is very much so a positive that it did. So we're starting late. We're going to end late. I said I was going to stream today, so I'm streaming today. It is important that I talk and I make what I make because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Hello, everybody. A bit of a somber stream today. And I want to revel in that. Not revel, but I want to make sure the seriousness isn't just brushed aside. While also being a live streamer. Morose? It's a good word. Revel in the sobriety. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here so late. Thank you for being patient with me. That conversation was mega important, and I'm glad that it happened. It was just between me and my partner's partner. And just to kind of get aligned with, like, what we are, what polygamery stuff. That's not what I want to talk about tonight. It might stray into what we talking about, but more Rose. I do miss Rose. She's going through it. She's actually at a concert right now. Oh, thank you, Terra Turtle. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. The subscription for 3 months is mega helpful, keeps us doing what we're doing here, and any support that you give is the world to me. Thank you. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. These next couple of years are going to be real tumultuous. Super important though. Glad you took the time needed. Yes. Thank you for validating that, honestly. And I want to be steadfast. I'm not going anywhere. At least not now. Not in the near future. Not even in the distant future. Not unless my back is against the fucking wall. And what I mean by that is here in the US, here in my community, and here on the internet. I want to build community and have people have resources for each other while also providing some levity from everything. That is no longer happening. No. It is a sense of something more important is happening now. And something that I want to do is to produce art and make my mark, just so that it's there and people can look at it and have something to reference. I was a real person. You know, I'm speaking very grimly here, and I kind of have to. I'm not being dramatic for the sake of being dramatic, but when people like me and other marginalized individuals make art, that is what is seen, and that persists through time if preserved. And that's what I want to do. I don't want the dismantling of any safety nets, social programs, or institutions to erase me, people like me, and what we've made and what we love. So I'm not going anywhere. And even then, a cat with their back against the wall is a vicious cat. True. Very true. I've been following politics very closely for fucking years now. And when I say this is essentially worst case scenario, I don't mean that as like a dramatic Twitter engagement bait type shit. It's real bad. But we can't just lay down and wallow in it. And now November 6th was the time to be sad and wallow. November 7th is the day to start your fucking plans of action. As for me, I've already started a contingency plan if my back becomes up against the wall. And I'm going to share a bit of it with you guys. I'm not going to show you exactly what I'm doing, but I think that some of this shit would be good to just reiterate as many times as possible to as many people as possible, so that damage can be mitigated should damage start to occur. If you are a trans individual, change your gender marker on everything you can as soon as possible. That is, I've already done it for my passport, and I plan to do it for my ID very soon here. The birth certificate's going to be a bit difficult, but do that as soon as possible. Collect and secure your passports, social security number. Just make sure you know where the fuck they are. I voted early and often, Proppen. Voted for the first time in my life this election. I'm sorry this is the one that you had to start with. Thank you for doing your duty, but understandable, E. If you need to take a break, go for it. The VOD will be there if you want to come back to when you're in a better headspace. Secure as much of your anonymity online as possible. Make sure you're not doxable, not traceable. Use a VPN if you need to. I need to be better at that for sure. Get up to date on your vaccinations. I was too young to vote last time. Again, I'm very glad that you did your duty. I'm sorry this is the one that you had to vote in. But yeah, get your vaccinations. That includes COVID, any of the other ones you might be due on, any ones that you might think you might not need, get them now. I am being a bit alarmist, but I think that's appropriate. I'll do some surface level digging and share it with you privately when I turn up. Thank you. Wonder what Ori's Dems. No, and I need to be very clear with what I say here. Protesting is very important and very good. Only take risks you are comfortable taking. In the next couple of months, maybe even the next year, protections for cops and their power are going to be bigger and greater than they ever have been, and people are going to get hurt. So take only the risks you feel you can take. We are That close up though, intense. I have to be. And I'll get into that in a second here. After the election, my mom texted me, and the way she texted me really, really solidified to me just how little people know about what's about to fucking happen. So, as alarmist and dramatic and whatever the fuck I'm being right now, I think any precaution is better than no precaution taken at all. So if I have to ramp that up to 11 and be annoying about it, I think you can understand why. At least a little bit. I'm not claiming to know everything behind the scenes. I just claim to know what they've been publicly saying, what has been planned, what has been implemented, and what is possible with the circumstances we're in. This shit just kind of happens in history, and there's nothing we can do about it, but we can persist. But yeah, just be mindful, take only the risks you feel comfortable taking. People who march in the 60s took risks too, but it's important. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Learn your neighbors' names, fuck. Build a community, know people around you, have safety nets, have safe people in safe places. We're only 15 minutes into stream, fuck. Yeah, we'll get into the minutia of it if you want, but I want to get this vocalized and verbalized on whatever platform I have, not out of a sense that I think I'm important, but out of a sense that I want to mitigate as much negativity as I possibly can with what I'm given. I think it is very important right now to continue to create, make art, journal, just record shit, store it properly if you care to, develop a wellness routine, start eating better, exercise, learn from the past, do some history research, save your fucking money. I'm not telling you to completely devoid your life of creature comforts and little treats, but be mindful that you have an emergency fund. Have a fun fund, obviously, if you can, but also have an emergency fund. And granted, this is going to be completely different from person to person based on how affected you're going to be by these changes. Or if I can with my privilege, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, fucking thank you. Just pay attention. You don't have to know the details. You don't have to get into the nitty-gritty of, you know, political procedure. Just pay attention. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. Don't get complicit. And procure joy still, as doom and gloom as I'm being and as serious as my tone has to be. At the core of it is a hope and a joy that I will continue to share no matter what. I hope you do the same. I've been making the mistake of going on Twitter every so often, and what I've been seeing from other trans folk is really bleak. And sure, some of it may be an overreaction, but the fact that that reaction is taking place at all is not normal. It is not something that should be hand-waved, and it should not promote infighting. I think it's okay to feel. I think it's okay to be emotional and say things because you feel like saying them, as opposed to bottling them up or anything like that. Haley, doing what I can, you know, despite the circumstances. This is what we're talking about today. Yeah, it's... Yes, I agree. 100% Alka-Seltzer. Communicate, connect with your local community, make friends, just be kind to each other, because the people who put these people in power and the people who are in power don't have the kindness that you have, and that makes you better than them at your core. Just know that and persist with that. It was out of our control. Yeah, this outcome was set in stone a long time ago, due to factors outside of our control and due to corporate interest that none of us could have combated, both individually and organizationally. But it will be a time where I hope, I don't want to just hope, it'll be a time where I'm taking the action to get to know my community a bit more. It will be a time that I suggest others do the same. It is also time to, like Alka-Seltzer said, it was a wake-up call, not in the way we wanted, but it is a wake-up call nonetheless to fucking pay attention and get ready and be mindful. And it is at this point that I want to open it up to anyone in chat or anyone in the Discord server that may be listening to the stream but not in chat to DM me any questions that they want to ask me or concerns that they have, just to get another person to talk to about it. Usually I don't like being super nitpicky and open myself up to DMs or parasocial bullshit or whatever, but this is an extraordinary circumstance and I'm willing to do that, at least for a little bit, while I can. So if you have a question that you want to remain anonymous, DM me on Discord if you have me. If you have a question that you want me to answer not anonymously, ask it now. If there's anything that you're anxious about, talk about it, get it out there. And again, I'm not going to be able to solve it for you, but at least I can talk with you about it. And that is something I feel comfortable and able to do right now for everybody. I'm under the impression that most TiVos simply weren't aware of what's in store. I believe they will mostly be disgusted by it. Yes, and a lot of people I'm seeing online talking about this. There was a story someone shared where someone in their office was being pro-Trump, that he won, being annoying about it, and the person who was tweeting looked at them and said, "You understand that your position is funded by tax dollars that he is going to cut, correct?" And that person's demeanor dropped immediately. They don't understand what they voted for. It was simply a populist it was a populist vote where people are sick of the institution, they're sick of nothing changing, they're sick of dramatic things not happening, and procedure and institutions not having the best interest of people in mind. And the populism that Trump provided cut through any reason, and people just voted based essentially on vibes. And that sucks because no one knows what's in store for them that they did that for. How to move states? You gotta save money. Save money to have at least a little bit of a parachute when you do move. Try to make friends in the states you're trying to move to via online channels, or maybe plan to make a trip out there beforehand and get involved with your community that way. Look for outreach programs. And the main thing here is just money. To move states, you gotta have a little bit of capital and really make some tough decisions about what you're willing to give up in order to afford that. And that will change for everybody. That will be different for everybody, and so on and so forth. All I know about more trans folks are getting into chemistry. True and real. I have also been in starting to learn a little bit more about chemistry, as we will be putting it, in nightmare scenario type shit. I will need to know how to do that. Cult of personalities, yeah. People should post links to Venmos and such. Cut out Bezos. Yeah, cut out Bezos. Venmo isn't foolproof because there's still record of it happening and whatnot, but it is a more direct line to support people that need help in this time, if you are able to help, because it is not just marginalized folks that are going to get fucked over with this, it's everybody. So only contribute what you feel you're able to. I know that kind of counters what I've been saying about building community, know people, make friends. Watch out for yourself too. Put your own air mask on before you help others. It's just the way it is. I'm generally not knowing what the big ramifications are. One, because apparently I'm the asshole white male cunt and I'm in the UK and it's a very difficult political landscape. I'm not sure of however it all works over there in Freedom Land. Google Project 2025 and just read through it. You know what? No, I'm not going to put that on you. I am going to send a link in chat right now for you to look at. Politico? Yes. Look at this. Just article from Politico, very high level of what could be in store and what is most likely in store, because what Project 2025 aims to do is dismantle all guardrails for any of this stuff being contested in governmental proceedings. We have, or I should say, the Republicans have the presidency, they have the House, and they have the Senate. There are no guardrails. Anything that they plan to do will have extremely little resistance right now. If that's a real question, it's very easy to move states. There's no barriers or papers you need other than just being able to prove you can afford whatever apartment you move to. No paper required. Yes. And in doing so, do it sooner rather than later. Like, as soon as you move and can secure a place or a job, change all your documents to the place that you live, like, as soon as you possibly can. Then you'll just be a resident of that state. And depending on where you go, for example, Minnesota is a trans sanctuary state. So if you are escaping a state that has not the best interest in mind for trans people, and you come to a trans sanctuary state, they cannot come after you, if that makes sense, or at least they will have a very, very hard time to. And if you're not planning on leaving that new state anyway, then it's not that much of a problem. I know that's why Minnesota has been propped up and a lot of people have been moving here, is because it is a trans sanctuary state. 2025 is to let Christo-fascists get their way. Yeah, white Christian nationalism is the establishment now. I do think Trump's tariffs may be restricted because that's probably going to be too risky for corporations. Not if people vote on party lines, which they're going to, because Republicans don't vote for best interest or their voters in mind. They vote so they don't upset the powers that be and just kowtow to the leader, as to not get ostracized, as to not get rid of their position of power. Tim Walz is going to be just fine. Tim Walz is going to be fucking Gucci. And I'm very glad to have him back as my governor. No one remember walls this time next year. I will. That's why I'm hoping to help with that transition to here. Yeah. Minnesota requires 183 days to become a resident. Yeah, so the timetable is quick, but it's not instantaneous. But the faster you do it, the better. And the price increases. Both parties vote along party lines these days, to be fair. Yeah, and that's the fucking problem, because Dems don't have your best interest in mind either. Like, an institutional Dem will sell you out to continue their power. We need a party split hard. We need a dismantling of the one party that we thought was on our side and a rebuild from the ground up to actually have people on our fucking side. And a bit of silver lining and levity that I can share here is that through what I have been researching and plugged into is that a lot of times administrations and power dynamics like this burn themselves out pretty quick because it's unsustainable. And it is, you know, it's antithetical to how government works or should work. So it's no, I need to phrase this very carefully. Participate in your local elections as much as you are able. Be informed. I hate that the average person should be more informed than they can be right now. Just make the effort that you can locally, and then in 2 years, when Senate seats are up, do what you can with that too. We don't live in a system where we don't live in a system that makes sense anymore. So in 2 years, when Senate elections are happening, I hope people see whatever damage that happens in these next 2 years is disastrous enough to need a radical change. I don't know. That was crazy watching that recently. Yeah, it is a completely different landscape now. And the younger generation, and I hate to say it, but specifically men, have been indoctrinated into really strange ideologies because of so many factors outside of what we're able to do. I'll give a good example here. Like, there is an illiteracy problem in our middle schools. Kids in high schools can't write proper essays, and they use ChatGPT to cheat. College-level students can't discern political propaganda from a peer-reviewed essay, and adults can't tell when an image is AI generated. And they want to dismantle the Department of Education. Like, dude. Like, cooked. Like, that's the only word. Cooked. If I remember correctly, this balance back in 2017 but spectacularly failed at repealing Obamacare, but I think they have more drive this time around. Yeah, the Affordable Care Act, as you know, it will most likely be gone. There is a very strong chance that they fucking staple something together and call it a new, better healthcare plan, but it will just be demonstrably worse for everybody. And they'll pat themselves on their back because at least it's not Obamacare. It's the Republican time one this time, and we're better than that. What is literacy, like 30% among adults? I don't have that data. Super important to keep abreast of what the right-wing culture war proponents, Tucker Jones, Fuentes, as they are now driving policy. Yeah, and I want to share something really grim, really quick. So I'm sorry if you're not emotionally prepared for this, but I'm saying it anyway. Nick Fuentes, tweeted after the election, verbatim, "Your body, my choice, period, forever, period." That is what he tweeted. That is his position. That is this administration's position. This is what they are pushing for. This is how they view other humans. And I have no doubt in my mind that everyone in this chat and everyone I talk to and everyone that I love does not feel that way and detests that mentality. And if you have anyone in your life or anyone you come across that propels or champions that kind of rhetoric, it's gonna be fucking tough. But I implore you to stand up for people, stand up for people you don't know, stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves. Use your power where you can. I'm not telling you to... I mean, I would love to tell you to punch a Nazi in the face, but there are consequences with that. So do things knowing what the consequences are, while also not entertaining shit anymore. Is it bad that I don't know who Nick Fuentes is? Not necessarily. It's right-wing manosphere type shit, like Joe Rogan, Andrew Tate type shit. You don't know because the content hasn't been fed to you. Because you've been in a completely different sphere of online influence. That's not your fault. Is it bad I wasn't surprised by the result? I don't think so. I think it's also not bad if you were. And a bunch of young men have been copying that to harass women. Yeah, like, young men online right now are being absolutely detestable to women. And I've seen it firsthand online. It's fucked up. It's awful. And I am making a pledge from here on out to call that shit out, diminish any positive feedback that anyone in my circles or I happen to be around that receives. I am taking a stand from here and into the future. If I see that shit, I'm calling that shit out. I'm not giving it a haha and moving on. I'm calling it out. I need to. There's a reason people are pushing for a 4B type movement. I'll get into that. But it's not just for sex. Mostar, if you know a conservative and have no chance of redemption, I'm dropping you. Because yeah, look, Harris's campaign was awful. Like, it's mind-boggling. It was such a greedy strategy that didn't pay off at all. I disagree. I think that the Harris campaign, based on the amount of time that they had because of Joe Biden not dropping out of the race, I think they ran a very good campaign up until the DNC got a hold of it and kind of put a muzzle on their messaging, because they were leaning far more left than after they got acquired by the DNC and the DNC started running their campaign. I love fracking Kamala Harris. Yeah. These young men are so cooked. This will reverberate for decades. Yeah. I'm safe then. I'm an old man. Also, women are frightening to talk to. I get that. But I also implore you to put yourself in spaces where you can use your privilege to the benefit of those around you, as opposed to removing yourself from the conversation based on your position. Like, go to a woman's group or something. Sit in the back and listen. Don't say a fucking word, but sit in the back and listen, right? Go to a rally or a march or whatever the fuck. And let other people talk for a little bit. And just know that you being there, showing your support is good and enough right now. Yeah, no, if the DNC didn't, like, stomp out Bernie's campaign, we would be living in the good timeline right now. But we don't. It was doomed election, honestly. If Biden was going to run after that whole debate debacle, it would have been an even bigger loss. That's up for debate on, like, an analytical level. I'm not sure of, like, how the numbers would have turned out. But I also agree that Biden probably would have lost this race had he stayed in as well. Like, the strategy was that she pretty much get all the leftist votes as well as get the Republican women. She actually lost 1% of them from... Yes, that was their strategy after the DNC got a hold of them. Beforehand, it was a bit different, but once the DNC took over, it was over. Like, we were cooked as soon as that happened. And I get told that I was the creepy man at the back room leering, even though I could be staring at my phone. I think... you need to not be afraid to combat that as well. If someone tells you that and says that I feel like you were being creepy staring at, you know, the presenter or leering in this women's positive space or whatever, your line should be, I'm here to learn and support. And I'm sorry I made you feel that way because of the circumstances. What can I do to make you not feel that way? And support that way. Now is a time to learn. Now is a time to understand. Now is a time to communicate. And also, give each other some fucking grace. This shit sucks. This shit's awful. We're all gonna say some shit. We're all gonna do some shit. Have some grace. Allow people to do what they do. Allow healing and action. Trump hasn't gotten as many votes this time around as 2020. I'm not going to put on a tinfoil hat. I'm not going to be a conspiracy theorist. It is a bit odd that we were told that there was record voter turnout, but somehow 17 million votes are just kind of missing, at least from the Dems side. It's very strange, but I'm not going to tinfoil hat and say, you know, oh, they're cheating, blah, 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 recount. Because, like, excuse me. Because, like, we don't want to pull a reverse of the stop the count, recount bullshit that Trump idiots tried to do in 2020, right? To no avail. It's very clear she lost. Something COVID mail-in ballots. Yeah. It can feel weird. It can feel strange, but we can also acknowledge that it happened and this is the outcome. Some folks sharing their frustrations. Yeah. Exit polls have been very, very fucked up. Still feeling how much I drank yesterday, but now we fight. Yep, 100%. And I partake in libations to relax. Do not partake in libations to forget, because you're still gonna wake up in the same world, baby. That's the spirits? Yeah. Consider having them assume you're closeted? Not necessarily, but exit polling, yeah. One of to give you guys concepts of how much this doesn't make any fucking sense. One of the largest demographic changes from the data we have was young Latino men shifted to the right like fucking crazy. And it came out in droves to support Trump. young Latino men, you know, the ones he's threatening to deport, voted for him. It doesn't make sense. It cannot make sense. That's not your fault. Tampa, Miami, and Jacksonville flipped red. Oof. Even having a keel... Having an even keel while so many are hurting around us is important. 100%. And if you see someone hurting, support them to the extent that you can. Again, put your own mask on before others. Because many Latinos are conservatives. The reason they weren't Republicans is because of the racism, but many think they're not going to be affected because I do things right. Yeah, and then also, there's a non-zero sentiment of a lot of immigrants being like, nope, I'm the last one in. I don't want any more immigrants from the country I came from, which, again, doesn't make any fucking sense. But it's all vibes-based. Breaking the feels and a way to reset. 100%. I believe in you. Off the top of my head. Yeah, it's... The media saturation of right-wing propaganda across, like, nearly all channels without knowing that it's right-wing propaganda is one of the largest contributing factors here. Yeah. Lee is correct. With all that, though, I'm glad you're here. I trust that you are sound of mind, and I believe in anyone watching this, even if this leaves my circle or whatever the fuck, that you have the tenacity and the power to get through this. If anything, out of pure spite. Yeah, and that's another thing that doesn't make any fucking sense. States that voted red also voted for abortion protections. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh yeah, learn how to cook. That's non-negotiable. Learn how to cook. Now. Yes, I agree, Propin. And the issue with that is that the Democratic Party, like the one that you know of with the donkey and all that, still thinks that appealing to the centrist is the way to win elections. They don't have our best interest in mind anymore. I would argue they never did. Learn how to make stock. I should learn how to make stock. Stock is yummy. Ah, damn it. I left my Chipotle at work. I didn't buy Chipotle. My coworker bought it for me. Need to write a message really quick. Okay. Yeah, Democrats are a lost cause. They're controlled opposition because there's no way they're this bad. They actively make greedy choices. Yeah, because they're still politicians. At least they're institutional politicians. They believe that the system works, and as long as we appeal to the law, everything will be fine and good. Fuck that shit. I love cooking. Get the Food Lab by Kenji Lopez alt. Ask for it for Christmas or whatever. Best and only cookbook you need. I will look into that. I'm going to copy and paste this into my browser and hit the go button so that I have it on a tab for when the stream is over. Family media folks were calling in concerned about the left being violent in response. It's painful to listen to sheer amounts of misguided fear driving their decisions. Another very radical position I have is the right-wing weaponizing faith in Christianity to further their positions. I think it is detestable. I think preying on a people's want to find solace in a higher power to their advantage, fucking gross. And I'm going to be very vocal about that and very opposed to any form of organized religion and any powers that be that govern through that lens. Fuck that shit. Your god is dead to me. Honestly, beef stew is based. I want everybody to have some soup. It slaps. Beef stew goes crazy. That is to say, on the religion thing, not all congregations are bad, obviously. Not all faith is bad, obviously. But how the powers that be have weaponized ones that are, or that anxiety of the unknown through the lens of faith, is something that you need to be aware of in any congregation that you go to from here on out. Because I know there are some churches out there that are very LGBTQ positive. There are churches out there that are, you know, helpful to their local community via food bank or free meals and shit like that. Go to those churches. Revel in those churches and their rhetoric. But the moment you notice something is fucking off, get the fuck out of there. Use corn. It's multiple purposes. You boil it for coffee, vegetable stock. Use bacon grease for butter, etc. Look, soup is your survival food. It will feed many. 100%. Something separation of church and state. Yes. Funny how the right wing is not about that at all. Very strange. Join your local lesbian witches? Absolutely. If you've never been to a Pride event before, this year is one you should go to. It's gonna be a hell of a year. Hey, Pastor Man. Welcome, welcome. There would be a fatty butter like thing. Yeah. I love me some bacon grease. A go-to breakfast of mine. You take you take a strip of bacon, you cut it in half so you have like 2 half strips. You rub that all over your cast iron pan. Cook the bacon low and slow. And then once that's done, you push it off to the side where it's warm, not hot. You drop an egg on that bitch and fry the egg in the bacon grease. Oh! Throw that on some toast? You shitting me? Breakfast of champions. My birthday is this weekend, and nice? That is so nice. Happy fucking birthday, dude. You know what? That's what we're doing for the next segment of stream. We're talking about good shit. My 4-year anniversary on HRT will be on the 18th. I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna be annoying about it. Yeah. Get away from a city if you live in a really densely populated area, even for just like a weekend. Wait, like August 18th? No, November 18th. Upcoming 18th. Shit, we're in November. You're buying bacon? Okay, 1%er, release your tax returns. Lesbian witches sound super chill. Curious if there are any local satanic chapters nearby. Could be fun, somewhat risky to combat the blending of church and state. I believe it. I think your area, I'm not going to dox you, but I believe your area is starting to get a little more progressive, or at least there are sects, S-E-C-T-S, that are popping up. There is more of a scene than I thought there was in that area, I'm coming to learn, and I think participating in that is cool and nice, and you should. Short rib chili? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That sounds delicious. The real 1%ers are hamburger buyers. That's just like $28 a pack. Woof. I swear I'm alert and awake. I believe in you. For like a month? Sheesh, for a month? It's crazy. The recipe is literally from the food lab. Well, I'm glad I copy and pasted that link into my browser then. Don't buy pre-made meat like that. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like the pre-packaged hamburgers are like already cooked? Is that what you mean? Fish, trout, and salmon scavenge berries. That's kind of fucking choice, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, fish is great. You should eat more fish. So says I, the cat. Not biased whatsoever. I don't even know who that is. But yeah, the less processed your food, the better. Get raw ingredients. Buy nutrient and calorie-dense foods. Died in a bus in Alaska. Woof. It's way cheaper. Yeah, you have to have a Sam's Club or Costco membership. So I guess what you're saying is befriend someone who has a Costco membership. The book film title? I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember. Yeah, I agree, Lee. Into the Wild? Without a hatchet? Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying now. Hell yeah, gamers. Hell yeah. I heard about this. There is a Kickstarter campaign for a tabletop RPG called Advanced Kinks and Cantrips. Someone actually brought that up at a munch I was at recently. That's fucking cool. I'll have to look more into it. I'm probably not going to do it on stream, but that's fucking cool. I have the Costco membership. Good to know. Just the normal package 1 or 2 pound hamburger patties are really expensive now, and meat is gonna get expensive. Look, anyone who can cast orgasm spells that would be OP. Really OP. Imagine you're in, like, you're locked in arcane combat, and your opponent just goes, "Come!" and then you just do. Like, that's unbelievably OP. We are a beef tube family. Beef tubes aren't too bad. Thoughts on Vienna sausage? Never had it. Power word come. Yeah. If you've never tried it before, spam actually kinda goes crazy. I recommend you at least try it. It's very salty, very good. Unsub never had Vienna sausages. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Like that wombat video? What? What are you talking about? Wombat video? As a British person, I can confirm spam is really quite nice. All right, I'm gonna teach you all a really quick and easy meal that's fucking delicious, all right? You need rice, you need nori paper, you need sushi seasoning, kind of, and you need spam. And then maybe some teriyaki glaze if you're feeling frisky about it. Or spicy mayo, one of the two. You lay down your nori, your seaweed, or whatever. You put your rice on top of it. You put spam directly on that shit. Roll it up. Musubi. Spam has sodium nitrates. That's guaranteed colon cancer. But it's cheap and delicious. Wombat uses semen defensively. I'm not gonna look that up. I believe you wholeheartedly. What orgasm makes you inherently shake? Yes! For real. It's like a loss of bodily control in the moment. Overpowered. Well, and if you do try for things like potatoes, yeah. I'll research for science? Hell yeah, gamer. Community gardens do exist. Kitty cats? No, do anything you can to cope, my guy. Twitter has been depressing, and it's going to stay depressing for a little while. Take breaks. Don't just doom scroll. I've been not essentially practicing what I preach on that as much, but I've been trying. Even if it's just a fucking hour-long break where you watch some silly YouTube video, do that instead. Has soya in it, and I'm allergic to soya. That's a D's nuts joke, isn't it? Yeah. Little herbs. These little guys. Little herbs. I don't know. I might get a gardening something or other that I can do in my apartment. I have to make sure I can get enough like sunlight or something in here though. I mean, I have debts to pay down first, but you know. Oh yeah, no. Farmers are gonna get fucked sideways if tariffs happen. When the tariffs happen. Yeah, and what do you think a society of people who spend a majority of their money on things like Amazon, Alibaba, Etsy to a larger extent, what do you think is going to happen to them when all products from China are tariffed 20% or more? My mom was watching plane crash documentaries on November 4th to take her mind off the election. Hey, whatever helps, I guess. Tariffs are inbound. Tariffs are inevitable. is soya. Very rarely can have Chinese or Japanese or any food that has it in it. Are you talking about soy sauce? I'm not sure what you're talking about. So I think... Oh god, oh god, oh fuck, Destiny got brought up in chat. Fuck, fuck, fuck. So I think they may have some corporate donors getting them to hold back on the tariffs. I don't know, fam. I don't know. I don't mean that as a dismissive I don't know. I mean it as a prepare for it if it happens anyway, because it was on the table. Destiny 2? What did I do? Ooh, we just have some very die-hard Destiny 2 fans in chat. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Wish y'all the luck from the south. Thank you, Proppin. Good luck. Godspeed. Do what you can. It's a reference from Teen Aqua Hunger Force. Yeah. Good night, Proppin. Alright, I'm gonna grab some water really quick. Feel free to keep chatting. I'll see it here in a second. Play hide and seek this. You may not say trans as much to refer to yourself. To your own risk profile. I'm gonna be out loud and proud. I have the confidence and framework to do so, though. I'm not recommending that for everybody. But also, be proud of who you fucking are. Don't let them take that from you. Fuck that. Yeah, trust your gut. If you are in a space where you don't feel comfortable saying trans and shit like that, then yeah, as per your view. Christian because of the cross. I don't know if we need to go that far yet. Masking your digital footprint will not avert being identified as X or Y. Yeah, in a way. To an extent. One of the things I said earlier was to secure as much anonymity online as you can. Like, take protections to make sure that you don't get doxxed. Take protections to make sure that if personal information does get out about you, to change and or mitigate what you can of that. Do that now. I will be over the next couple of weeks for sure. The amount of times where I go, oopsie daisy, my email's on stream, will go to 0. I need it to go to 0. Set up 2-factor authentication. Opposite tightening is smart. It's not only smart, it's the correct thing to do. You know, cookbooks are actually kind of goated as fuck. Because when you pull up a recipe on your phone, the amount of ads on that fucking webpage are starting to not make it worth the time it takes to scroll through them to make a decent meal. Just buy a fucking cookbook. It doesn't have ads in it. It's a one-time purchase. This is a dumbass story we do not care about? Yeah, exactly. Why'd I have this overwhelming urge to put my address in chat, lol? Because you're contrarian. That's kind of funny. But under no circumstance do that at all. Like, don't. Nice song, Tay. Yeah, this is it's a great playlist. Let's see. Is there any data on what the song is called? Let's see. 257. Cartoon Why We Lose featuring Coleman Trap. Song information is in chat. Someone could order you a pizza, but there's no guarantee. Yeah, well, two extremes are possible. Not sure you want either one, though. That sounds like a challenge. I'm just gonna delete it. Like, and maybe time you out for a bit. Basically, Latimer only like Cooks Illustrated. Regardless, grab him. Fry. Listen, Janet, I'm sure it was a lovely Sunday, but just tell me how to like fucking fry my potatoes. God damn it. Yo, that's hype. Going into the minutia of what makes cooking work is fucking sexy. That's awesome. I'm definitely gonna look into that book. Thank you for recommending it. I want to thank all of you for letting me go on my rant. It was very cathartic. Sticking around. Being cool. And neat. Imagine raising kinder. She's so cringe! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry you have to do that! I'm so sorry, but you know what? You're gonna be a good fucking dad. You're gonna be a great fucking dad. I mean that from my fucking chest. Just kind of hoping for that Kamala child tax credit, though. Sorry. Get it, bud? Hell yeah. Of course. And you know what? Sometime in the near future, Sam, I want to make it down to your neck of the woods and get dinner with you or something sometime. Just reconnect. I miss you big many, and the support you've given me has been unbelievable, and I thank you so much for it. Yeah, absolutely, my guy. Abso-fucking-lutely. Did you just post your fucking address in chat? Is that a real address? Did you just post your whole ass address in chat right now? Nah, it's Neverland. from Peter Pan, dipshit. I don't read. Captain Hook and such. Yep. Because, like, that is a real address. I'm looking at it right now. .612 Wharf Avenue. I don't know that one either. Reading is not required. Just signing these lines for real, though. She doesn't read, she just gazes at the women who are often lesbians who play Peter Pan in the theater performances. Yes, and... Posting your address is such a move. It sure is. Good move? That's up for debate. Do they get pizza or SWAT? No in between. A lady with fine taste. I do like me some women. The address I posted will make more sense in Google, not Maps. Opposite Congo Force. Gotcha. They do be pretty in junk. How dare you? How dare you brush the beauty of a woman under the rug with just an and junk? Have you seen a woman? Have you participated in the same space as a woman? You should be so fucking lucky. I like it when women. I love it when women. My hunt's passed the fuck out with a sim streams on behind me. Tell her I say hello. It's been quite a while. But if she remembers me, tell her I said hello. And I'm sure in the future we'll talk a little bit more. Might even reconnect in person. I think I'd like that. Blurbiga eat Mark Colfin? I don't even know what that means. I'm going to Google Translate that, and it's probably going to be something like these nuts, haha. Oh my god, Twitch chat. Oh, it's Simlish. Yeah. When I plugged it into Google Translate, it just stayed in English. Good luck translating, yeah. Time to get my $2 2-pound box of spaghetti. Honestly, I'm in your boat on that one, bud. Just buy the boxed pasta. Unless you're feeling real fancy about it and have the means to, sure, go for it. But just buy the prepackaged noodles, it's fine. I haven't had spaghetti in a minute. I should have spaghetti sometime soon. That sounds delicious, actually. Something I need to get fucking over and work through is my disdain for cooking food from frozen and just learning how to do it better. Okay, does anyone in chat know how to thaw a chicken breast and then cook it to where it doesn't taste like shit? Any and all help would be appreciated here. Italian essentials of Italian cooking, mamma mia. Olive oil, oregano. That's it. That's all Italian cooking. Set in the fridge for the day. I've done that, and it still tastes like shit. You just thaw it and cook it with the water. The water is still in the fucking thing. Did you season? Yes, of course I seasoned. For some reason, no matter how long I let something thaw out to the point where it's no longer frozen at any point in the thing, there's still too much water in the goddamn thing, and it doesn't cook properly. It doesn't cook like it's fresh. I don't know what's going wrong. I need help. Here's the secret: get thighs instead. Honestly. Not. Where is this water coming from? I don't know. Maybe I am not letting it thaw out completely. Tay has thighs? You're goddamn right! Like, is it fucking freezer burnt? Maybe? How do I prevent freezer burnt? I'll Google that later, I promise. Don't freeze for a long time. Yeah, I should probably stop freezing for as long as I do too. I'm talking about chicken breasts, Lee, not full chickens. Have you tried just ordering pizza? Evo, that's the whole fucking thing we're trying to avoid right now, my guy. There's no water coming in from anywhere. Okay, noted. I will run experiments where I try to let it thaw completely. Thighs freeze way better than breasts, IMO. Noted. Also, chicken thighs kind of go fucking crazy. Yes, it's dark meat. Yes, it's a little bit more unhealthy for you. It's still fucking chicken. Frozen breast just spatchcock is an insane level up, yeah. Just set on the counter for 5 hours. No fridge thaw, that's dumb. Is that sanitary or... Wait, what is the difference of just leaving it on the counter than opposed to a fridge? Breast. Grot. Yeah, haha, breast, oh, we all have them. It's fine. Time to go hunting, maybe? Venison roast sounds fucking delectable, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's sanitary. Is it sealed? Then it's sanitary. You're cooking it anyway? Fair enough. Based Tyler. Tyler do be based. In some instances. Slower, more thorough thought process. That's what I thought. Boobs. Boobs. I do love me some boobies. Cooking the skin and then you finish the oven to cook the inside. I should start doing that. I have cast iron. I can do that. Yo, honestly though, cast iron, the most goated cooking surface. Fucking fight me. Much more moist. Cooking it cold isn't nearly as good. I fuck with that heavy. I fuck with that mega heavy. Where do you keep cast iron? It's in a cupboard. You have to season it, but you can keep it wherever. You know, I think I can say this, that the best Christmas gift I've ever received was from my parents, and it was a set of cast iron cookware. That shit goes fucking crazy, and it will last me an unbelievable amount of time. Like the chicken goo all over my shit. I get that. Mitigate that. Maybe give it a quick rinse and pat down just to get the chicken goo out. Cast iron is dookie? Brother. My brother in Christ, you can't be any more incorrect. Cast iron is the most goated cooking surface, and it's not even a fucking close race at all. On a shovel using a coal fire that's been inside of a stream train when it comes to... Because I have, honestly, would probably be a delectable, unbelievably fucked up in a good way meal. Learn how to cast, my friend. One of the Pizza Hut pizza pans that were seasoned for years. On God. Enameled is better than cast iron every day, every way. Brother! Much better sear? Okay. Sure. In terms of longevity and an even cook surface, cast iron has you fucking beat, though. I'd love an enamel pan. Make some Dutch oven cobbler. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Take me back. Well, remind me of times past. Don't take me back, but remind me of times past. Okay, yeah, enamel pans do look like they go kind of crazy. But I'll stand by cast iron being fucking goated. And we were waking up next to raccoons, fun stuff. Yeah, me too. I do remember some of the Dutch oven recipes that we did in Scouts, and I would love to try them again, but don't really have the circumstance to really appreciate their recipe, you know? I feel like the only way to truly appreciate, like, campfire cooking is if you have a fucking campfire. And, I mean, apartment. Spit your great-grandparents' cooking pans? Yeah, it's all a conspiracy. Look at Copper the Goat. I need more experience on them, but my cast iron, hell yeah, that shit's following me to the grave. In order to get one of those? One of what? No! The maintenance is the most beautiful part! Is the most beautiful part of cast iron. You know why? For someone like me, who takes either an enamel pan or a non-stick pan or whatever and just throws it in the sink and goes, I'll let it soak for a minute, and then forgets about it because I've got fucking brainworms, cast iron is perfect because I have to upkeep it in order for it to be good, and that way it stays fucking clean. And all it takes, cold water, warm water, whatever, after you're done cooking, splash that shit in there on a constant stream. Grab like a Scrub Daddy or something a little bit more robust than just a sponge. Give it a shika, get all that schmutz out of there. Give it a nice wipe down with a paper towel. Let it dry for a second. And then you put just a little bit of your oil of choice on another paper towel and wipe that shit around there and then leave it out. Just leave it out and it's fine. You're done. That's all it takes. He's a service over the ADHD is having a focus to please others with it. It's the ultimate thing. Yes, but also my campfire tree is ripe. Can pluck a couple of fresh ones anytime. I might take you up on that someday. It's exactly how I wash a normal pan, though. It's the same process of washing any other pan. Yeah, but it's different because you have to with cast iron. The necessity of having to do that makes it better, at least in my brain. Goated. being good for your brain. Yeah, because I've fucked up pans by letting them rust in the past. I'm never doing that again.
Oh, you can just do that with any pan as long as you have the...
Yeah, fuck off. I get it. Whenever Dad brought him along, yeah, for sure. The damn pan. Evo, forest through the trees, my guy. As opposed to, okay, done and pretending that the dirty pan doesn't exist. True. Or God forbid, just throwing in the dishwasher. Ugh. I love my dishwasher, hot damn. I kind of like mine too. I have a feeling that I might not have one next year when I move, but you know, we'll see. Being able to make your own pizza is something completely different. Yes! Homemade pizza goes fucking crazy. Do it. It's great. It's a wonderful bonding experience too. If you wanted to make a date out of it, making homemade pizzas as like a date thing goes crazy. Highly recommend. I did 7 to 8 years without a washer, and I will never go back by choice, for sure. Fair enough. You can woohoo while the dough rises. Oh, fuck yeah, baby. Love food and art. That's what I'll say. Love food and art. Hell yeah, baby. Hell fucking yeah. Alright. I think I'm going to give half hour on stream. Just as an FYI. I know I said we were going to go mega late, and we're getting to mega late at this point. So I see that I've been live for about an hour and a half, so let's get to 2 hours and then call it a night. So get those topics out that you want to talk about. I make homemade pizza as a date thingy. You have to have a date for the start, and that involves going out and talking with the human race. I don't like people. They're too people-y. You do it pretty consistently with someone. You can extend that to other people, you know. I believe in you. I also agree with you, though, that people do be people-y. However, sometimes people be people instead of people-y. You know what I mean? You'll find that. I believe in you. Just gotta make the effort. Get that thing I sent you? Yeah, I haven't responded to it quite yet. Kind of in a whirlwind of other shit that I've been having to deal with today. Just the amount of notifications I've been getting as of late is kind of insane. So be patient, please. I'm working on it. I will respond, and I'll let you know. But yes, I did get that thing. Thank you. Sexy witchcraft? She do be kind of sexy, and she do have a little bit of witchcraft to her. That's why I like her. That's why I love her. That's why I wear what I do. So I get you. I understand. Oh, I understand. Sure, Tyler. If you want to contextualize it that way just to make yourself feel better, for sure. Because the much more real and bleak answer to that is I was texting loved ones and making sure they were doing okay. And catching up on work shit. Like, It wasn't a, oh my god, I have so many people talking to me, I'm so blessed. No. She's mine, fuck off, get your own. I'll bite you until you bleed. Sorry. On God, being popular at work kind of blows, I'm not gonna lie. Having so many contacts in my phone, it's a curse. Having a platform is both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, I have people telling me things that I love to hear constantly, but on the other, it's such a hassle to keep up with it all. Fuck, that was gross. That was grody. Just add random number to your contacts, yeah. Full of ammonia with your name on it. And I'll put tinfoil on the work surfaces because I know cats don't like tinfoil surfaces. No, my fucking weakness! Tinfoil on work surfaces! Fuck! Embrace the chaos. My eyes crossed while hearing that, lol. Good. Because it's not what I fucking believe or feel at all. Damn, I kind of blinked and an hour went by, right? Yeah. Cat treat, for sure. Let me go grab him in one moment. Distract the kitty with treats. Hey, it works 98% of the time. I don't have like hard data on that, but you know. But thank you, Elo, for the cat treat. It is a Swedish fish. 135, 119 wolves, and if anyone cares. Cool. Happy for you. I've come around. Sports aren't the most cringe shit in the world anymore. Anthony Edwards, 33 points. That's kind of fucking badass. Hard data to 2023. Is Wiggins on the team? Is Wiggins on the team? God damn, Swedish fish are so unbelievably good. They're like irresponsibly good. But yeah, I've come around. Sports is less cringe than I've been treating it. This is mostly through interactions I've had with regular people who are also kind of into sports. It kind of do be cool. Also, not since 2019, but close, lol. But also, I went to one baseball game, and like that shit was kind of gas, I'm not gonna lie. It's better now that I'm an adult, and also that they don't take a million billion years to play out anymore, due to like some rule changes or whatever. It's also hilarious how disrespectful the home team can be to their opponents. It's honestly unbelievable. Like, I went to a Minnesota Twins game, right? When the opposing team like got a home run or like multiple runs or whatever, right? They would display something and people would like clap politely and like some light music would play or whatever. But when we got a home run, fireworks fireworks, dubstep, fireworks, fuck yeah, twins, twins, twins. It's so disrespectful. The amount of dissonance, or the amount of distance in celebration between one team to the other, it's so fucking awesome. I love it. Peckerwood is a screenplay ass name. Peckerwood's like a porn name. Peter Peckerwood? That's a porn name. That is a pornographic name. Fact checking! I didn't present that as a fact. I presented that as a gut feeling. I'm sorry. It should have been clear. I'm sorry for your Google history. Like, I'm just so glad people get into sports. But it took you almost... I'm not fucking 40! I'm not 40, you piece of garbage! God, you're so awful with that. Fuck you. How sports and home field advantage works. It's not me learning how it works. It's me experiencing the dichotomy between our team and their team. It's fucking sick. And you just get to be disrespectful and that's okay? That's insane to me. I'm almost 40 and there's nothing wrong with that. But Tyler does this thing where he thinks I'm 10 years older than I am. And it's fucking weird. Describe Peter Peckerwood's appearance. Well endowed. Hi, Tay. Didn't expect to be here so late. Yep, I had a very important conversation that I delayed stream for with someone I needed to have the conversation with. And it went very, very well. And I appreciate everybody being patient with me. And then the first, like, hour of stream was a very serious tone. You have come in at a little bit more of a whimsical time. And I recommend, when you are of sound mind and able to participate in thoughts about the world, absolute silence. I'll let her know that I'll let them know that they have to do that the next time they're on stream. They're at a concert right now, actually. But Jameer Cat, I wanted to say, if you want some insight on my perspective on the outcome of the election and what happens in the near future, give that a listen. And just read chat and everything. And if you have the availability. But anyway, we're gonna keep it whimsical until the end of the stream now. Where is Rose? Rose is at a Will Wood concert. They're very, very excited about it. And I hope they're having a good time. It was paid for. Rose's streaking response. What? Is shirking responsibility. Get Ben a refund or get Rose immediately. Yeah, I'll refund. I came in about Tay being 40. I'm not 40. If you need to know, I'm 29. Rose has ascended to the astral plane. She'll be back. They'll be back. What am I doing? All right. I need to go to my mod view. Will Wood, more like Rose. Will Rose ever talk funny for 5 minutes? Good one. Tay is actually 46. No, I am not actually 46. True, can confirm. No, that is not true. I'm going to reject all redeems and refund everybody. Congratulations, you have way more Tay coins than you did 5 seconds ago. Consider it a tax break. No refund needed. I gave it to you anyway. Rose is currently accomplishing my request. Fair enough. Not finding literal film stars, though is a character in the book, The Unbelievably True Story of the World's Worst Sex by Laura L'Amour. That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. He's about to collect social securities like Drake 365. Fucking chill. Be super happy since I live in Texas, Mayo. That's wonderful, Jameer Cat. Really connect with community in places like that whenever you can. All right, trickle down Tay coins. Yeah, but in all seriousness, Jameer Cat, that's really cool. Purvey that place as much as you can. Sunscreen works, people. Yeah, I'm a ringing example. No, I'm not 65. I'm not playing into the bit. Thank you for the dodgeballs, Evo. How many points do you have? I'm not 46. I'm also not saying that I'm offended by you calling me older. You're just fucking wrong. Love how old school and new arcade machines that they were doing Street Fighter 6 tournaments? Yo, that's kind of hype. I should have redeemed to get my message really big on screen. I've thought about doing that. I have to figure out how to implement that. Because I think that would be pretty funny, yeah. I've also wanted the power to like hit a button on my stream deck and highlight a comment for a little bit. I'll look into how to do that at some point, I'm sure. I want a big siren, then my message read out loud on screen real big. I mean, I do have text-to-speech...
Don't forget to stretch!
Oh, stretch alert. Damn, all right. I haven't had one of those in a while. Oh, fuck. Audio poison. Yeah. I do have text-to-speech donos on, so if you donated to me and used a message in there, a text-to-speech voice would play that on stream. Siren is digital, it's in your apartment. Actually, that'd go kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. That's really funny. So I was playing against someone with a Guitar Hero guitar, which is awesome. Wait, in Street Fighter? That's such a flex! That's so crazy! Oh, fuck. Oh. Let me stretch again, that actually... Confronted by neighbors on stream about the constant siren noise. I scream, yell, and shriek laugh all the fucking time in this apartment. Not a single noise complaint. I should probably cool it, considering this is way later than I usually stream, but, you know. Oops. Yeah, it's really cool. Someone else had an old school arcade cabinet controller too. Yo! That's kind of gas. I do need to get into more routine stretching. It feels real good. Okay. Thank you for the stretch routine. Appreciate it, Big Many. Thank you, what they're called. I forgot, but it's the best descriptor I can come up with. What, like a fight stick? Yeah. Imagine this highlighted message with siren going off. But it's flashing red by a shitty voice. Like the next one that you're gonna do? Probably, yeah. E. coli isn't real. Woo, woo, woo. It would be... I would probably have to turn it off every so often, just for my own fucking mental and physical well-being. But having a redeem where there's like a jump scare that happens in real life around me would be really funny. Hey, what's the deal with RFK? We getting weed or what? Oh, honey. Oh, honey, honey, honey. This is not a joke. This is not an hyperbole. This is not a bit. He wants to take fluoride out of the drinking water. Yeah, Fight Stick, that's it. I know they're pretty popular. Yeah. Putting pineapple on pizza is crime punishable by death. I don't think it should be by death. Maybe a jail time sentence, but not punishable by death. Yeah, Fight Sticks are really cool. I had a buddy who was kind of getting into fighting games at one point, and decided to not pursue it, but still has like the Fight Stick, and it's fucking cool. If crime, why tasty? Yeah. Nah, bro, got worms in his brain. We get a raw meat diet only. True facts, though. Stay shiny and do crimes. Big mood. I agree with you entirely. Just checking on my messages. For the person with the Guitar Hero, Guitar Got Far. I wasn't there for long, so I didn't see much. Even if they didn't make it super far, I hope they beat at least one person, and I hope it was fucking embarrassing. Because that shit's funny as hell. Sunshine school lunch? What do you mean? She's distracted texting her FC? No. I'll fucking shoot you to death before you get the chance. From my cold, dead hands. I think pineapple on pizza largely depends on what else is on the pizza. There, I said it. The murder adds to the flavor, yeah. Honestly, a grilled pineapple sounds kind of fucking good right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Instead of fluoride-based food for lunch, sunshine instead. Good for you? I mean, sure. Kebab time? Ooh, kebab time, baby. Damn, I'm hungry. Should have eaten more today. Neolithic era. I'll die on the hill that pineapple is good on pizza. There are very strong opinions about this fruit on pizza-based meals. I am not one to voice one way or the other. Do your own research. To consumers to understand the flavor depth. As long as we're all being tongue-in-cheek, good fun about it, yes. This debate is one that I would love to have. Eggs on pizza? You're walking a thin line. But I don't think you're evil. Did your pee brain into shock? Funny. Funny, funny, funny. Fried egg on pizza? I don't hate it. I mean, breakfast pizza is a thing. So just make a breakfast pizza with a fried egg on top. Just allow a whole pineapple to rot on your dining table as a sign of status and wealth. Is that a thing? I'd go with the egg slice for sure. Yeah, it doesn't sound awful. The intricacies of pineapple on pizza are a real marvel for the average mind. Couldn't have said it better myself, Jameer Cat. Pretty sure that's a swinger thing. Yeah, the pineapple do have some connotations. Usually it is in the form of a printed pineapple on like paper and on a door or some other entryway. Implications. Yeah. Just be careful with pineapples, everybody. Maybe look up a little bit of swinger code so you don't fuck yourself over. Nah. Like a serial I don't know what that means. Sexual mezuzah? I don't know what that means. Or do, yeah. Trust me, that was extremely funny. Okay. All right, 5-minute warning on stream, everybody. And it would have killed in Temple. I believe you. If there are any topics you want to get out, get it now. And we will talk about them before stream is over. Looking at my calendar, next week should be another stream day. I have no plans on that day other than work. So expect another stream, probably a lot earlier than this stream, but we shall see. Related to Hawaiian pizza? Sure. Go for it. As long as it's chill and cool. Fun and uplifting experience. Happy to. Happy to be any source of levity I can be. Cyberpunk stream? We could do a Cyberpunk stream. I haven't quite finished Phantom Liberty yet, but like, I don't know if I want to start the game over. Because I'm just finishing a second playthrough into Phantom Liberty, but I haven't quite finished it yet, and I kind of want to experience that before I stream it anymore, you know? But oh, no links in chat. Sorry, Elka Seltzer. I should have been clear about that. We've had issues in the past with people posting links in the stream chat. So on the Discord, if you post it in the stream sidecar, it'll be there. It's really hit or miss if I make it to stream since I work on Thursdays. That's no problem. Streams are never mandatory. If you can make it, I'm happy to have ya. God, what the fuck did Tyler post in the sidecar? Deeper. This will count against you. No, there's no permanent record for you being on stream. Ha ha ha. Unless. Alright, cool. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna widen down the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being aware. Thank you so much for the fun. Thank you so much for the levity. Thank you so much for being you. Your credit score dips if you miss a stream. Oh, fuck! Ah! Sorry, I just had another weird sense of deja vu. See what I mean? I have deja vu a lot. Ah, it's so weird. It was the credit score comment. Like, I feel like I've seen that exact comment at this exact time looking at my calendar on one screen and my stream on the other. I feel like I've had that exact moment before in my life. That's never happened before. Have a very good night, Tay. Thank you, Jimmy Cat, and I hope you do as well. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. What did I use? Can't go engineer. It's probably like something super important is about to happen. Duck! Good night. Everything feels cozy. That's what I want to try to do. At least some corner of the internet be cozy. But also mindful. Don't get complicit in the cozy. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to decompress, but don't get complicit. All right, good night, everybody. Have a great night. Sleep well when you do. Make sure you drink water, eat food. Cuddle a stuffed animal. Fuck. Just cuddle something. I believe in you. You can do it, and it'll be good for you. I promise. Stay 2028. Fuck. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night.